Hello, everyone. Welcome to your reading. Your ancestors want to talk to you and give you some guidance and some help and some love for whatever is going on in your life right now. Look at the 4 different ancestors before you and pick the one that you are feeling most called to. I will start with the first ancestor. There are timestamps listed for all of them below. Hello to everyone who chose the first ancestor. This is the Chiefess, and it's about your strength being tested. So everything that's been going on in your life right now has not been easy whatsoever. And this is a message to tap into your soul and call upon the strength of your ancestors to help you navigate and get through anything that you may be facing at present. And she comes to you at this time to guide you, to comfort you, but also to remind you of the strength that exists within. And she also says, I went through a lot of things in my day and I overcame, and I want to share that strength and wisdom with you right now as you go through your own trials and tribulations. This is definitely a message about those of you who have really just been going through it in some area of your life. All right, so let's get more insight, more guidance with the tarot dice. Okay, look at that. The 10 of Wands coming out, and 10 of Wands is always about a heavy burden that you're carrying. And then we've got the 9 of Wands. You're tired, you're weary from your journey. And we've got the Page of Pentacles, and she is saying there is something that's going to come in and offer an opportunity, a helping hand with everything you've been going through. But, you know, here she is talking about, yes, I see that you're going through quite a bit at this time. And then 9 and 10 of Wands pop out. 10 of Wands is that carrying a heavy burden on your shoulders, and 9 of Wands is it's been a very long journey. I'm tired and I'm weary, and so she wants to give you that energy to keep moving forward and not give up and believe in yourself and tap into that strength within your soul. Connect with the ancestors. They will also project strength and energy towards you, okay? And with Page of Coins, there is something that's going to be coming in that helps you out, whether this is money, this is an offer, this is an opportunity, a helping hand, a tender shoulder for you to lean on. Something is going to present itself. So let's pull more cards. Let's go deeper into this message. Oh my gosh. And then look at this. You see what's depicted. Yes, you are carrying a very heavy load right now. You've been asking for support from the universe. You've been asking for a sign, clarity, help, just something come in. And you see on this on this oracle card, there are the strength cards. Okay, these are all strength cards. And so with 3 strength cards there, and then you've got the 3 candles here, I feel there is 3 strong ancestors around you trying to guide you and help you through this situation. And so you're really being acknowledged for the heaviness that you've been carrying, okay? Whether this is in a relationship, this is about finances, bills, your job, just everything piled on top of you. Okay, this is a general reading, so you all are experiencing this energy in a bit of a different way. But my goodness, you've got beautiful ancestors that are all around you right now, and They're wanting to remind you of where you come from and saying you are strong, just as we were strong, and our strength and our wisdom is within you as well. Connect to us. We are here for you. You are not alone to carry this weight, to carry this burden. And some of you, it just feels like you're the one that has to hold it down. You're the one that has to keep it together for everybody else. And you're tired and you just don't know how much longer you can continue forward with the way things are happening in your life at present. So let's pull some more cards. What do we have? Okay, the Six of Swords. Yes, calmer, smoother waters are ahead. Ten of Cups with happiness. And the Eight of Wands, the help that you need. Okay, so your ancestors see what's up ahead for you, what you just can't see right now. And that's why she's coming in so strongly saying, hold on, keep it together, do not fear, do not give up, do not give in, tap in to our strength. And you know what? I love this. This is card 8. This is card 9. Okay, and then you've got 10 and 8 down here, so 8, 9, 10, and then 9 and 10. So I feel like 8s, 9s, and 10s are significant. 8 is the energy you put out, it's going to come back to you. 9s are you're almost there, and 10 is the completion. All right, and you've got 10 of Wands and you've got 10 of Cups. So you are coming to an end of a harder cycle that you've been moving through, and things are going to pick up for you. You're going to have more energy, more strength, but also I feel this is positive news and messages are coming in for you. And 10 of Cups is happiness and stability, happiness within the family, happiness within the home. So where you're standing right now, this is not a forever thing, okay? You're going to be moving into smoother, calmer waters sooner rather than later. Something is coming in, a helping hand through this Page of Pentacles, and she really wants you to know this and feel it in your heart and believe it. Help is on the way. Help is coming in for me. I am not alone, and I do have the strength of my ancestors pulsating through me. And you might even, after this reading, you might even have some dreams where your ancestors are connecting with you on the astral plane and giving you messages. And this could be like direct, or this could be the theme of your dream, or the different symbolism that's coming in through your dreams. But she is saying you are stronger than you're giving yourself credit for, and everything that you have been going through is truly expanding you even more mentally and emotionally and spiritually. And your strength is absolutely being tested, but you're going to be coming out of that. This is not a forever energy. She really is emphasizing that. So let's pull some more tarot. Let's go deeper. All right, so you've got the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is about soulmates. It's about the past, and this is also about your ancestors. See, you are not alone, even though it may feel that way at present. And now you've got the Knight of Swords, so messages are going to be coming in soon from this reading, okay, of the positive to help you. and you've got Knight of Pentacles now. So yeah, this has been a slower moving energy that you've been dealing with and hasn't been a whole lot of fun. But here you go again. You've got the Six of Swords again. And the Six of Swords is where things are smoothing out, so you're not so worried, you're not caught up in your head. And now look at that, the Strength card. And you got those Strength cards depicted in the background hanging on the wall. And now here's the Strength card itself. And I get it. When you've had to be strong for a long time on your own, you don't want to hear about being strong or just hang in there. But she really wants you to know how strong you are and to feel proud of yourself for how far you have come, okay? And unexpected treasures and blessings from the past, I feel, are coming in. And what I mean by that is things you've thought of in the past, that you've hoped for in the past, that just did not come to fruition. I feel that energy is now unfolding, and everything you've been going through has been creating a very strong foundation beneath your feet, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is an energy that's solid, trustworthy, and true. You can count on this energy. This is not an energy where the rug is going to be ripped out from underneath your feet, okay? And that sits at the center here. And right next to that is this Six of Swords again. So you've got that twice. And the Six of Swords is a very welcomed energy and sign after you've just been going through it nonstop. All right, it's a very welcome sign. And then look at, you got 6, 6, and 6. These sixes are all about harmony. Okay, so you're coming into harmony, and then you've got another 8 right here, 8, 9, 10. 8, the energy you've put out is going to come back to you in a positive way. 9, you're almost there. 10, you are complete. So you've got multiple 8s, multiple 9s, and multiple 6s, and multiple 10s coming through. And 6s are all about harmony and not worrying anymore. So with the Six of Cups, I see balance being restored to your emotional body, and the Six of Swords, balance being restored to your mental body. And this is saying the more that you connect to your soul within, the clearer your mind will become. And you may see some things, some opportunities, or come up with new ideas that you just were unable to access previously when you're in that more worried, fearful, weighed down type of energy. But this is just incredible, these first energies that have come out, because this would be like a 10 of Wands in the tarot, okay? And you literally got the 10 of Wands, and then 3 Strength cards. The Strength card came out, and then 2 Six of Wands. I'm sorry, Six of Swords. So she is trying to bring you a lot of comfort and restore your faith and your courage within, and remind you of who you are and where you come from. And you know, this card is a message that what she experienced in her day and age on this earth plane was very heavy, was very intense, and so you can draw upon all of her strength and wisdom. She shares it with you now and is telling you to be proud of who you are and be proud of your ancestry, even if your like parents or even grandparents you're not very pleased with. She says, let that go. You come from a very strong line of ancestors who went through a lot of heavy stuff and they prevailed. And she wants you to prevail. And that's why she's come in, and that's why she has called you here today to speak to you, to remind you of these things, and for you to not give up and not give in and feel weary and sad and just feel like everything's out of your control. You have control, she says. And your perseverance is going to pay off. Yes, look at that. King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, beautiful. Yeah, and here's the Ten of Wands again. So you got two Ten of Wands. And remember, tens are, we are at the end. You're going to be able to lay down this heavy load, this heavy burden that you've been carrying. And you've got the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so a lot of court card energy. And that tells me there are people that are going to come in to help you out. Okay, and sometimes the help is just in passing, where maybe you're out and about somewhere and you're having a conversation with somebody and they just say all the right things that you need to hear, or say something that piques your interest and you're like, oh wow, I've never thought about that before, because you got three knights, okay, and you got the king here. So four court cards coming through, and the King of Pentacles is stable and abundant and can navigate anything. And this Ace of Wands, you're going to be taking some sort of action steps that you're just not aware of right now. And this is also synchronistic that here you are, this Ten of Wands, you are at the end of this hardship, okay? And then you're moving in to the Ace, the new beginning, the new path forward, having the answers, having the solutions that seem to evade you right now. So with the Knight of Pentacle and the King of Pentacle, there is solid energy beneath your feet, okay? Page of Pentacle, positive news, positive message, Page of Wands, sorry, positive news, positive messages coming in, because you got the page here and you've got the page here. So also, if this has been about employment, there's something positive shifting in your current work situation, or you are going to be getting a new job, and it's just going to bring your mind to a place of ease and relaxation where you're not worrying about everything so much. And remember, unreceived blessings of the past coming in, different stuff you thought about or were working towards but just didn't manifest and it come to fruition, is going to be unfolding in your life very, very soon. And there's like three strong ancestors around you, all right? But then there's others coming in, and these could be spirit guides or even passed on loved ones that are with you at this time. Every single one of them projecting strength towards you and saying, don't give up, don't give in, don't give in to fear and worry, and just be believing the worst is to come and that it's just going to get harder and harder. It's time to flip your thinking and believe the best is yet to come, and things are going to get easier, and your burdens and the heavy load that you carry is going to be lifted up off of you, because we see that so strongly with the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Wands right here. So this Ten of Wands is being very referenced, and this Six of Swords is being very referenced. And so now you got three tens. Three things that have been hard are coming to an end for you. Okay, and you're moving into harmony with these three sixes. Do not fear. All is going to be well. Your ancestor wants you to know that. And yes, what you're going through isn't easy, and there's very few that could walk in your shoes, but what your ancestors endured, their strength and their wisdom is with you always if you choose to tap in to your soul and access it. And she is projecting it so strongly right now so that you don't miss it. And look at this. This is a tree, your ancestral tree, the roots that you are a part of. And it says, you are entering a deeply emotional time in which you ponder the deeper spiritual questions of life. This is a time of self-discovery that deepens your connection to Mother Earth, your friends, and family. At times your emotions may overflow, but this is a good thing, for these precious moments bring a great gift of healing. And she wants you to know that you're also going to be healing, that this journey, this experience you've been on is not going to scar you, and the like feeling like you'll never recover, you'll never get over all the struggle that you've endured. You're going to make it through, and you're making your ancestors very proud. Okay? And that's what she called you here for today. Be proud of yourself. Believe in who you are. Tap into your inner reserves and tap into the strength and wisdom of your ancestors. Pay attention to your dreams because they're coming through in your dreams. And then you've also got some past loved ones around you as well. So there's a lot of support being given to you at this time, whatever your struggle is, and you're going to be moving out of it very soon with those Six of Swords as well as this Ace of Wands. That is their promise to you. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everyone who chose the second ancestor. Let's get right into your message. You've got the root of water with highly sensitive. So your ancestor wants to talk to you about your emotions. More to the point, give you confirmation that you are a very strong empath. You are very intuitive, and yes, at times your emotions can seem like it's more of a curse than a blessing, but your ancestor is assuring you that your deep, deep emotions are blessings, okay? And the fact that you do feel everything and you connect into people and you have a very special way of understanding others, you bring healing to others. It is a true gift. It speaks of emotional intelligence and maturity. And this particular ancestor is saying, you get that gift from me through your DNA. I too was an empath, intuitive, psychic, and that's not an easy path to walk. For one, a lot of people don't believe you, right? When you say that you're intuitive or that you're psychic or that you are an empath, until you just throw some truth out there and they're taken back like, oh, wow, how did you know that? So you have a very strong gift of clairsentience, and you do feel everything. And me personally, before I was awakened and understood myself, there were times I used to wish my heart away. Like, why do I care so much about things? Why do I feel so much about things? I don't like it. I don't want it. And now I understand the gift it is, but it is a burden to bear at times. And, you know, anybody that has ever told you, oh, you're too sensitive, oh, you just have to feel everything, let that go out the window, because your deep sensitivity is a gift to this world. This world needs more people who are emotionally intelligent and mature. And that's what your ancestor wants to talk to you about. You have the gift of clairsentience. You feel things, you know things, you understand what's going on with other people without them even talking about it. And sometimes you may even sense different things about to unfold in the world due to your deep sensitivity. And because of that, it's important that you are nurturing yourself and grounding your energy every single day with Mother Earth Gaia, okay? And an empath without boundaries is so dangerous. Yes, you can understand why somebody acts the way they do, but that doesn't mean that you need to proceed forward or always, give them the benefit of the doubt. You've got to learn to discern the difference between somebody you can truly help and somebody who's just going to be an energy vampire. And you also need to shield your energy as much as you ground your energy, because you pick up on everything. And she wants you to know that in the DNA in your body, part of that is from her. And I feel this goes through like multiple people, like many ancestors back. This gift has been carried down from generation to generation to generation. And some of your ancestors did not accept their gift and pushed it away. All right. You are somebody who is meant to fully embrace it and own it. So, those of you attracted to this particular ancestor, high probability that you are a light worker. You're definitely an empath. This could even be starseed lineage for some of you. This could also be those of you who walk the path of the witch. Okay, you are highly sensitive. You are here to help heal others and activate them and awaken them in their emotional body so that they may raise up into greater emotional maturity. You have a high emotional IQ, okay? And it is a gift, and it's something that you should be very proud of, even though at times people take advantage of your generosity and your kind heart. And you always read people like a book. Now, when you're very close to them, maybe some things kind of fly under the radar a little bit, but you're going to have a dream, or you're going to have an off feeling like the truth cannot be hidden from you forever. You're always going to figure it out. So let's go to the tarot dice and see what she wants to add to this. All right. So the Knight of Pentacles. At times you feel very alone in this gift. Yeah, and look at that, the Hanged Man. You wish at times you did not have this gift. It's too much. And the Six of Wands, it's going to lead you to victory and success. Okay, so she really wants you to embrace yourself all the way and love yourself all the way. Empaths have a very hard time loving and accepting self and seeing yourself as good enough and as worthy, because a lot of people do take advantage, right? Because they know your beautiful, loving, healing, and forgiving heart. If anybody's going to forgive, it's you. At times you go through something, you may be very mad, angry, and frustrated initially, but give yourself some time and you're going to get over it, and you're going to be able to release it. So let's pull another card. Let's go deeper into her message. All right. So you have a gift of seeing things from multiple perspectives and multiple points of view due to you being a very strong empath, but you also have sharp logic as well. And at times your logic and your sensitivity can be going in different directions, right? And if you notice, there is a young woman on the left side and an older woman on the right side. And this is speaking about your ancestor and you and how similar the two of you are. And she is always with you, okay? And she wants you to grow your gift even further. You're not just here to feel everything, you're meant to do something with that. If you're not already doing some spiritually based work, it may be time to start walking down that path, whether you're doing energy readings, readings with cards, energy healings, helping other empaths, psychics, light workers understand themselves and their purpose for being here. You are meant to do spiritually based work and help others who are like you. And you have this very strong ancestor who is always guiding you. And I just keep getting looped back of your DNA, like, is just like hers, okay? And she struggled just as you struggle, but she was able to fully embrace herself and learn to deeply, deeply love herself and accept herself and eventually assert boundaries, even though you can feel why somebody did something and you can even feel that they're genuinely sorry for it. The logic of your mind will tell you, you know what, they're just going to do it again. So I need to put a barrier between me and this person. And some people, they do something, they're genuinely sorry, they've learned their lesson, okay? But a lot of people that you will connect with through this life, they're not going to fully learn their lesson until you cut them off. And that's a soul contract you have with them because you're a teacher of the emotional body. Okay. And if you're always there, you're always forgiving, you're always unconditionally loving, no matter what, they're not going to learn. Sometimes you do got to let them fall and you do got to cut them off. Okay, as hard as that may be at times, that is part of your role in their life, is to help expand them emotionally. And if they don't feel there's any repercussion from anything they do or put you through, they're never going to grow and change. And you can unconditionally love someone from afar just as much as you can unconditionally love them up close and personal. But you are a teacher and a guide to many of the relationships you will experience throughout this life journey. And it's not an easy path, but only the very evolved soul could incarnate in such a body with your DNA and walk this path. And you are one of those souls, and your ancestor wants you to know that and understand that you are nobody's whipping post, you are nobody's doormat. You are a teacher and a healer and a guide. Teacher, healer, and guide. And people probably really open up to you. Oh, you're so easy to talk to. And because you're such a good listener, it just, those people who are super narcissistic, you're such a good listener, it might stroke their ego a little too much that you're so intrigued in what they have to say and that you understand them so deeply rather than noticing you for the gift that you are. Right, yeah, Three of Swords. You've gone through a lot of pain and sorrow. And that's why she's coming in. And it's a long journey. It's been hard and long. And you're tired. Of these terrible relationships with Two of Cups. It's like, can I please just meet somebody like me who is deep and emotional and cares and can see beyond their own wants and own needs? You are one of a kind, okay? And that's not to say that you'll never meet another person who's like you, but you are truly one of a kind. And it's just like you are a part of a whole different group of souls, okay? And you've incarnated through this bloodline to work with this ancestral DNA that you would have access to be the healer, to be the teacher, to be the guide. And that's why I just feel all of you who came to this ancestor, you're either a psychic, you're an indigo, you are a light worker, you're a starseed, or you are a witch. Like, You are something special. You are very spiritually gifted, and there are not many like you, your soul type, walking around on this earth plane. Okay, you are highly connected to the angels as well, especially Archangel Raphael, the angel of healing. And I'm also feeling Archangel Uriel, the light of God. And those of you that feel like your emotions kind of get the better of you, or you deal with like a lot of anxiety, really grounding your energy every day and shielding your energy is going to do wonders for you. Because as this empath, you just naturally absorb lower vibrational energies from others, because your soul can transmutate those energies so much easier than these other souls walking around. And so being grounded helps you with that process, and shielding your energy prevents you from emotional overload where you may have taken on too much. And sometimes you're just going about your day, and out of nowhere you start getting sad, down, depressed, start thinking about stuff from forever ago that really hurt you, and you're like, where did this come from? Or you go to bed one night feeling totally normal, you wake up the next day in just the worst mood or feeling really sad about stuff. In those instances, that's not your energy. You've absorbed that from somebody else. Oh, look at this, the Queen of Pentacles. You are something special. Love yourself. Ace of Swords, yeah, see? You read people like a book. You see it for what it is. You bring a lot of clarity for others, okay? But here, Archangel Michael's coming in now and saying, listen, there are times when you really do need to properly discern and enforce your personal boundaries and cut somebody off, as well as cut cords. Because here's the thing, you may have some ethereal cords attached to you from these energy vampires, all right, siphoning off your energy. And you'll know if you have these cords if you just are having dreams about these people you don't talk to anymore, random thoughts popping into your head about them. That's when you call in Archangel Michael and say, help me sever these ethereal cords from people that I do not need to be attached to. And that's something else. You have higher level of spiritual energy. Okay, so when you're starting to feel really low and tired and just run dry, it's probably because you got some ethereal cords. And asking Archangel Michael to clear those out, grounding yourself, and protecting your energy, shielding your energy with the ball of golden and white light along with Archangel Michael, that is going to help you out tremendously. Look at this, the Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot of blessings that are meant to come into your life, this life journey. And the Seven of Cups. And the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, when you're not super disciplined in your gift of empathy, intuition, clairsentience, at times it's like your own imagination can run wild a little bit, because you're picking up on, you know, these energies, and you might not be able to connect the dots. So then you start over analyzing things. Okay, when you're feeling something but you're not quite sure about it, ask Archangel Michael. Archangel Raphael is the healer. Archangel Michael is the protector. And Archangel Uriel, I feel, is going to help tell the story to you about another person. Because also, being this sensitive, you may tend to wear rose-colored glasses when dealing with others, because you can see the light within them. You can see the potential within them. You can see behind all of the shadow and negativity about them. And with those rose-colored glasses on, you can get hurt. But when you connect with Archangel Uriel about any particular person, the truth is going to be revealed to you, okay? You are one with the angels. You're doing some of the angels' work here on the earth plane. Just the way you understand, the way that you care, the way that you are there for others. And really learning your gift. And that's another thing your ancestor is coming in, wants to put you into this queen or king energy, whether you're a masculine or a feminine, okay, where you are strong in your emotion, you are strong in your spiritual gifts instead of feeling sucked dry and ran over by life. It's time for you to become very empowered, and then you are going to become an unstoppable force. And this here, if you're not already doing spiritually based work, I do feel you're meant to do that in this life journey. And anytime you're feeling stuck, connect to the angelic realm. There's multiple archangels, okay? And if you're not familiar with each and every one of them, I highly, highly encourage you to familiarize yourself. Each archangel is meant to help and assist us in different areas of life, and you have strong connection to Raphael, Michael, and Uriel. But I do feel you have connection to others, but those three are like the most around you at this time. But the more you connect in with the others, that just empowers you all that much more, okay? And your gift is meant to bring you into victory and success. And with this Hanged Man, really understanding the rose-colored glasses is going to help you no longer proceed into the lion's den. Yes, you see the beauty and the good and the potential in somebody, but you also need to understand that shadow energy about them and the dangers of that shadow energy about them. Just for your own protection. It's time for you to become so empowered, okay? And blessings. You deserve all the blessings that are meant to come to you. Oh yeah, because look at this. The Ten of Swords fell out. You can't go through another relationship that you give your all and then you just end up high and dry feeling like you're stabbed in the back, and that goes into the Nine of Wands as well as the Three of Swords. That's why your ancestors coming in to help protect you and heal you and help you better understand yourself and your destiny. All right, yeah, because you get shortchanged a lot with this Five of Pentacles. And your ancestor doesn't want you to become just jaded and apathetic because of what you've gone through. You are a light to this world. And you, like I said, you're something special. You're unique. There's not many soul types like you walking around on this earth plane. You're 1 in a million, or 1 in a billion, or 1 in 8 billion. Three of Wands, all the things that you've put out there. See how he's, sitting here staring out into the ocean? This is you, and that ocean is your spiritual gift, okay? And because you are so powerful emotionally, you are also a very strong manifester. So to bring in what it is you desire, you got to have your mind solid, okay? And you've got to have your emotions under control. And then there's no stopping you. Absolutely no stopping you. Yes, because look at this, the Magician sitting under the Wheel of Fortune. Your magic. Okay, you don't have this gift to just be used and abused. This also works in your favor. Okay, yes, you're here to serve others in a spiritual capacity, but your mind, your mental energy being totally solid and your emotional energy being directed where you want it to go, you make magic, okay? You're not only this beautiful clairsentient, but you're also a master manifester. Yes, see, as I say that, that's the Queen of Wands. All right, this is about spiritual energy. Whatever you think, whatever you desire, you absolutely can bring into fruition. But if you're, always in these lower vibrational states because of others, that does impact what you're calling in to your reality. And that's why your ancestor called this meeting with you, because she really wants to empower you so that you can feel solid and happy in your life and receive the gifts back from the universe that you give to others through your relationship and connection with them. And look at this, the moon. And the moon is right in alignment for being a very strong empath, psychic, intuitive, clairsentient, all of it, okay? And this is learn your gift, learn your craft, and then you become so empowered. There is no stopping you. Okay, nobody can get in your way any longer. You'll know how to help somebody with those boundaries so that you don't get hurt and taken advantage of. And you'll also know who you can open up to and who you can be vulnerable with, that's going to be safe and care for you and honor you in the same capacity that you care for them and honor them. In fact, you would be best served when it comes to romance being with another highly sensitive individual. All right, somebody who is also quite empathic, psychic, intuitive, is a light worker or a star seed, a witch, just right up your alley, right on your frequency, because that person is going to be able to feel you so deeply that to hurt you would be to hurt themselves. And that's why you don't hurt people, right? Or it's really hard for you to assert boundaries or say no to those you care about, because in doing that, you feel like you're hurting them because they're sad or down or mad or whatever the case may be. And you've really got to be pushed to a certain point before you start asserting yourself and laying those boundaries down with them, because you feel what they feel. And so when it comes to life partner and close friends, you've got to be with others who are just as spiritually and emotionally sensitive as you are. All right? Because again, to hurt you would only be to hurt themselves. And they will understand you and honor you in a way that others just cannot, because they lack the emotional maturity that you came into this life with. You're their teacher, their guide, and their healer. All right, look at the artwork on the back of your message, just beautiful. Within each of us, there is a yin yang, feminine and masculine, passive and active. To have inner harmony, strive to balance all aspects of who you are, to align with your true nature, love, accept, and embrace yourself totally and completely. How perfect is that with this whole message that has come through from your ancestor? This is what she wanted you to know and understand at this time. She wants to help empower you so that you start thriving so much more, and that you receive the goodness and the blessings that you deserve for who you are and what you give to this world by just existing within it. Remember, her DNA is your DNA, and she is a very wise, evolved soul, just as you are. You are one and the same with this card here. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care. Hello to everyone who chose the third ancestor. You've got the shadow with trials and tribulations. So this ancestor is coming in and wanting to talk to you about the different experiences and stresses that you've been going through as of late. And what's interesting, this is card 18, and card 18 in the tarot is the moon. All right, and you've got the crab coming up right here, which is similar to the moon, and you've got the moon here on the tarot dice. So you've been exploring the dark side of the moon, and that is the dark side within yourself, going through a bit of a dark night of the soul journey in some area of your life, or you can feel that this is all encompassing. And what your ancestor wants you to know and understand is this is a very necessary part of your journey, because you are shedding layers that no longer serve you, okay? And on the other side of this, you are going to be a whole new person, like Phoenix rising from the ashes. So anything that's recently kind of fallen away out of your life is not punishment against you, is not bad karma for you. You are growing at the soul. And when I went through my biggest dark night of the soul, I literally lost everything, like my job, my home, my car got stolen, my very long-standing relationship came to an end, and even, well, we won't go there, pretty much everything that mattered to me besides my children was stripped away from me. And at the time, it felt so very unfair and unjust, and I had no idea what I ever did in this life to deserve such a thing, and really questioned, was I a horrible person in a past life, and that's why all this is happening? But now that I'm so far from that experience, I understand that everything that fell away from my life at that time was absolutely necessary for who I was becoming, who I was evolving into. So this right here, what you're going through, is a necessary step on this path, because you are growing tremendously at the soul. And on the other side, your whole life, the landscape of your life is going to look very, very different. Okay, so you're going through some kind of dark night of the soul journey at present, and that's why your ancestor is coming in to walk with you through the shadow energy, to explore the dark side of the moon, and recognize that the light within you as well as the shadow within you are equal, and they're both important, and they're both valuable. So at this time, instead of trying to resist what's going on, it's time to connect with your shadow and ask your shadow, why is this happening? How is this growing me? And it's going to make the journey much easier to navigate, and you are going to get to the other side of this, and life is going to be so good on the other side. Okay, right now it might not seem that way. You might feel weary, you might feel sad, you might feel totally like cast aside by the universe, and like the angels can't even be bothered to answer a prayer. But you are not alone. Your ancestor is with you and reminding you of your strength, and saying you're going through this not as punishment against you, but because you've grown at the soul, and you've got to shed a lot of energy. You've got to peel the layers back so that the new version of you can emerge. So let's do the tarot dice. Let's see what comes out there. All right, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, and that's all about learning, right? So you're learning about different aspects of yourself. And look at this, you got the King of Pentacles. So you are going to be so much better on the other side of this. Your life is going to become very solid, very stable. Financially, things are going to get so much better for you. And we've got the Queen of Wands. Yes, that is your soul, that is your spirit. And those of you that may be single, or part of what the catalyst of this dark night of the soul was, the ending of a relationship or a divorce taking place in your life, let it go, because there is a new soulmate for you who is going to be far more in alignment with who you are transforming into. Okay, who you were with, they don't have it within them to go where you're headed, and that's why they needed to be pulled out of your life, however it happened. All right, just like me, I was kicking and screaming. I didn't understand why my relationship had to end, but now when I look back, I'm like, yeah, there is no way I could still be with that person today with who I am today. It just, no, it would not be a fit, because who I was before the dark night of the soul and who I was after the dark night of the soul was two entirely different people. My belief systems, what I was now interested in life, just all of it. No, before I was an accountant, I was Christian, and I was just very 3D. Okay, on the other side, I'm deeply spiritual. I do readings. I'm all about, connecting with the universe and energy and love and gratitude. And it wouldn't, no, it wouldn't have worked. And so any relationship romantically that has been pulled out of your life is not a punishment against you, okay? And this can also hold true for different friendships or family connections, because a lot of my friendships dissolved as well, and the shift in me spiritually created a lot of tension in a lot of my family relationships and connections. And who you're becoming is everything that you want to be, okay? So know that this ancestor is with you and is walking with you through this energy, and will give you signs and synchronicities if you ask for them, so that you know that you're not alone and that you know that you're on your path. And this part of the journey is absolutely necessary for where you're headed. And not everybody can go to where you're headed, because vibrationally, consciously, they're not there. They've got a lot of growing to do, okay? And they can't go with you. And if you tried to stay or bring them along, it would just really hinder you or prevent your growth altogether. And your job may change, your career path may change, what you're interested in life, where you want to live, the people you want to surround yourself around, your belief systems. All of that is shifting and changing right now. And again, such a strong message that this is not a punishment against you. This is a preparation for who you are evolving into. And your ancestor is so proud of you and wants you to know that, and especially wants you to know that you are not alone whatsoever. And Queen of Wands and King of Pentacles, there will be a better romantic partnership for you if this does involve the ending of a serious relationship or a divorce that you've gone through. There's a better person for you. And this, you're going to be far more in tune with your intuition, and you're going to become so much more stable and secure in life, about yourself, and also your finances are going to be much better on the other side. And all of this experience, all this pain, sadness, heartache, every single bit of it is going to transform into a lot of strength and wisdom. Okay, so you are not alone, and this is just part of the journey. As unfun as it is, it's necessary for who you are evolving into. Oh, yes. This is about knowledge and wisdom. This is such a beautiful depiction of you. And you see all of those scrolls and that book that's being held in their hand, that book on top of the head, and the books for their collar. See, this is such a perfect card. You're growing, okay? And you're going places that maybe you can't even imagine or perceive in this moment, but you're going to be happier on the other side. And there's so much joy to be had and so many wonderful life experiences. But you're like, yeah, I don't want to hear this with the Four of Cups. You're like, I don't care how positive you are about this. It sucks. It does suck. And like I said, I have so been there where like everything was ripped from me, everything except for my children. And it was not easy, but I wouldn't take it back because without all of that, I couldn't be who I am today. Three of Sacred Circles. Energies are going to align for you. Things are going to come together for you. You're going to align to new soul tribe members. Five of Sacred Circles. So there is feelings of rejection. There are feelings of loss. There are feelings of lack and not having enough. But it's temporary, okay? You're aligning to a whole new tribe of people that are going to get you, that are going to understand you. And look at 3, 4, 5. Fives are all about the challenges that we go through that facilitate great change in our life. Look at what just fell out. Three of Pentacles again. See, your ancestor is like, hey, you got this. All right, this is Capricorn in Mars, or Mars in Capricorn, I should say. And Capricorn is the strongest energy of the zodiac. It is resilient, okay? It can endure like no other sign. And Mars, your divine masculine energy within, you're going to make it through this. And you're going to be stronger and wiser and braver and everything under the sun more than you are right now. And you are going to align to your soul tribe, people that will get you and understand you and love you and appreciate you. And any other readings you watch from here forward and Three of Pentacles come out, that's a message from your ancestor saying, hey, you're going to align to your soul tribe. Don't worry about it. Take my hand. Let's explore the dark side of the moon right now. And now you got the Queen of Pentacles. So King and Queen of Pentacles. See, there's a divine counterpart for you out there. Six of Cups. Right now you're really kind of stuck in the past. Okay, contemplating all that has been. Trying to keep it together, and see, you're in that transitionary phase. Old version of you, new version of you. And look at that. Ace of Pentacles. Yes. A lot is going to change for the positive in the physical realm with all these pentacles coming out for you. Look at, you've got all pentacles and cups going on. So there is a lot of heavy emotions right now. You are really looking at the past and contemplating and thinking about things and maybe even thinking back on better days. All right. But there's a lot that's going to shift for the positive in the physical material realm. And I do feel like finances are going to get much better for you if you're really struggling there, and relationships are going to get much better for you. You got the King and Queen of Pentacles, divine counterparts right there, and then the Queen of Wands. That's spiritual energy, okay? And that's also reminding you of how wise you are, how strong you are, and also new members of Soul Tribe coming in to connect with you. So do not fear. The worst is soon to be behind you if it's not already, okay? You're heading to a really good place in your life. The best is yet to come. Yes, see, Four of Wands, stability will be restored, and you will find your people. You will find where you belong. The Chariot, victory and success is up ahead for you. The Magician, the magic will return to your life, and the Magician is also the card that represents Mercury. Okay, and so with this coming through your mental energy, it's like your heart and your mind are still in the past, and your ancestor wants to help you get in the present, even though there's a lot of things going on in the present that you're not a big fan of. The present is where your power is at, okay? And all that you feel you've lost, you're going to gain in a new form, okay? Believe in yourself, and bring your thoughts to the now, and connect with your shadow and ask your shadow, why is this happening? What is this teaching me? How is this growing me? How do I overcome? How do I heal? And when you start asking those questions of your shadow is going to reveal the answer to you. And once you have the answer, you know exactly what you need to do to overcome, right? And Four of Pentacles, yeah, so energy is a little tight. It's a little stuck. And see, I love the depiction of this. You see 3 pentacles down here, right? Your new soul tribe, and this is you. You are going to align to your new soul tribe 1,000%. All right, and look at that, the Four of Swords. That's beautiful healing. You are going to heal. And this pentacle, the new version of you that births forward from all of this experience. And look at what's on the bottom. The Eight of Cups. You're going to walk away. Saturn in Pisces. Saturn has been in Pisces for like the last 2.5, 3 years. It moved into Aries in July, I believe. It's going to retrograde back into Pisces, and then it's going to be firmly into Aries in February, I think. Let me go to my astrology just to make sure, give you some exact timing. Yes, Saturn went retrograde in Aries in July, and it's going to retrograde back into Pisces on September 1st. And it's going to go direct in Pisces on November 27th, and then it's going to move into Aries on February 13th, and we'll be there, not coming back to Pisces again. Okay, so part of this dark night of the soul energy has a lot to do with Saturn in Pisces, and Saturn moved into Pisces a few years ago, and then it moved into Aries earlier this year, and now it's retrograding back into Pisces. And so you are just about done with this journey. And when Saturn is moved into Aries, you are done with this dark night of the soul stuff. Okay, so just know that you're going to be walking away from this energy. But another thing with the Eight of Cups is each cup represents growth emotionally, where you have gained something, even if you don't feel that you've gained anything right now. And the very next card beneath that is the Hermit. Okay, and so this is speaking about you kind of being on a solo journey, expanding spiritually. All right, this is the artwork on your card, and it says, every challenge provides an opportunity to discover a deeper meaning to life. Each challenge can be a gateway to something greater. Use your intuitive and creative powers. Many solutions exist. Move beyond fear, and you'll discover there are no limits apart from the limits that we ourselves have placed. And part of this dark night of the soul journey you're on is to remove those self-imposed limits. It's time for you to expand. It's time for you to fly with wings that you never even knew that you had. Okay, so I know things are not the funnest at present, but they're going to get better. And on the other side of this journey is such a beautiful life for you. Okay, and that's what your ancestor called you here for, to let you know that, and also to let you know you are not alone, even if it feels that way. And every time you see the Three of Pentacles moving forward from this reading, that's your sign from your ancestor. You're going to align to your new life. You're going to align to your new soul tribe. Okay? So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everyone who chose the fourth ancestor. Let's get right into your message. All right, you've got the altar of air with clarity, and this is a strong message from your ancestor that everything is going to become very, very clear to you quite soon. Any feelings of in the dark, being lost, being confused, you're going to be snapping out of that really soon. And anybody who is BSing you, trying to lie to you or be deceptive with you, you are going to see right through it. Okay, so really trust your intuition right now and trust your logic, what you just know to be true. And don't worry about ruffling feathers or offending anybody. This is also a time to speak your truth and call people out if need be. All right, don't hold back trying to preserve a relationship or not rock the boat. If you know something is wrong or somebody is lying, being deceptive, it's time to call them out, roll the red carpet out for them. Okay, and any areas where you are just feeling totally in the dark, uncertain, you don't know which way to go, you don't know which choice to make, you don't understand why something is unfolding in your life at present, it's all going to become very clear very soon. And your ancestor has called you to this reading to really assure you of that. All right, and to trust yourself, your logic, and your intuition. You know what's up. Don't let anybody gaslight you. If you just have a feeling inside and you're like, something's off, something ain't right here, trust it, even if you can't quite put your finger on it just yet. All right, so let's go to the tarot dice. Let's see what comes out there. All right, the Page of Wands. Yes, messages and information is coming in, but also this is a strong message to you to speak your truth and not hold back. And look at this, Ace of Pentacles, manifestation. So again, where you're feeling confused, uncertain, lost, the path, the answer is going to become very, very clear. And also, I feel there's kind of a little side message with this where something good is about to manifest for you. Your ancestor sees it and is aware of it and wants you to know that. Like, Believe in good things. Trust that something good is about to happen for you. Yes, and look at who we have here, the High Priestess. So back to really trusting your intuition no matter what, because you are right on the money. You're seeing people for who and what they are. And if somebody is trying to beat around the bush or not directly answer your questions, they are trying to hide something, okay? And you're already going to be feeling that intuitively. And you being straightforward and honest, calling people out on their BS, and you being very authentic to yourself, that's going to bring some blessings in. Right now, I'm getting, don't worry about other people's feelings, okay? Because if you're trying to talk to somebody and you're trying to bring up their behavior, their actions, or the stuff they've said and done that doesn't really make sense or add up, they might try to throw the emotional card out there and guilt trip you and make you feel bad because you're offending them or you're hurting their feelings, or I'm going through a lot and I just don't have time for this. Not your problem. Okay? Don't get sucked into that. You know what's up. You see the truth. Call them out on it. Say what you've got to say. Speak your piece and feel good and confident in that. This is not a time to hold back. And again, any area of life that just feels very cloudy, fuzzy, uncertain, you just don't know up from down, you're going to get the messages through Page of Wands. There's news and messages coming in. High Priestess, you're getting things intuitively. And Ace of Pentacles, something is going to manifest here for you. All right. So don't let your emotions for somebody convolute anything. Facts are facts, whether you like somebody or you don't like somebody. Okay. And this may also indicate somebody who is trying to play on your emotions right now and take advantage of you because they know that you deeply care and that you see the best in them. But if they're being deceptive in any capacity or they're trying to hide something, you're just going to feel it. You might not be able to put your finger on it. Like, what is this? Like, I feel off. Something feels out of balance. I'm feeling some anxiety. Something isn't right. You can't put your finger on it. Just know that that's your soul saying, hey, proceed with caution here. Somebody is not being truthful or straightforward. So this is just another message of don't let your emotions get the better of you right now. It's time for logic and intuition, and we've got to put our feelings in the back seat for a moment, because through logic and intuition you're going to see things as they are. You're going to have clarity that you're seeking. So don't let your preconceived notions about somebody, your emotions about somebody convolute the facts here, because you just feel it. You know the truth within, and you're being so validated by your ancestor. You're right on the money, okay? You're very astute. You notice the details about things. You feel it when things are off. And this is a time now more than ever to trust yourself. And if you're trying to make a change for yourself, or you've decided something for yourself and there's people around you that are not on board with that, you've got to just assert your boundaries and say, you know what, this is my life and I have to live with the choices that I make, and I can't live my life based on your wants, your feelings, your opinions. I've got to do what's right and best for me, even if you don't understand it or you don't agree with it. Okay, because that's how this could play out as well, where you're making a decision for yourself and it feels like the best course of action, and somebody around you just is like, no, don't do this, I'll be mad, I'll be upset, or, this could even be where they're threatening to cut you off. You know what's best for you. They don't. And that's what your ancestor is confirming. What you feel is the right path for you, what you feel is best for you, is the path that you should travel, regardless of what others think and feel. Even if they're well intended, you can't not live your life for them and their feelings and their opinions. Because if you don't take action based on what you feel is best for you, down the road you're going to have regret, and you might have some animosity towards this person, like, man, I should have never listened to them, I missed out on this amazing opportunity, or I'm just so unhappy in the place I stand right now, and if I would have just followed through with what I felt was best for me back then, things would be so different. So big strong message from ancestor: you got to do what's right for you, trust what you're feeling, and call people out and say what you've got to say. Don't hold back. And if somebody is trying to play on your emotions, and this feels more specific around a relationship, like if somebody's trying to play on your emotions, it's like they're not always quick to respond to text or answer your call, or they just always have excuses about why they can't show up for you. They're full of crap. Okay? They're full of crap. Don't listen to them. And you've got to trust yourself. Anybody that's trying to gaslight you, or they're just not available to you, but they expect you to always be available to them. And whenever you're asking them a question, it's like they deflect and put it back on you, or they answer your question with a question. They're full of crap. Your ancestors are confirming. All right, yeah, Nine of Wands. Something's got to give here. The Empress, you know what's best for you. And Princess of Sacred Circles. If you're kind of dating somebody and you've been dating them for a while, and it's like they just won't fully commit to this connection, or they won't give you any definitive answer about where this question is going, it's time for you to put your foot down and put it out there. Look, you either tell me where this is headed and how you truly feel, or I'm pulling my energy back. I'm not going to give you the time of day anymore. Because I do feel for some of you that were drawn to this fourth ancestor, it's like somebody's playing games with you, and your ancestor is confirming because you do better. You do better. You deserve better. And with the Nine of Wands, you're just tired. You're worn out from this game, these mental gymnastics that they do for you, trying to deflect and avoid directly answering your question, and maybe even getting an attitude and mad at you, like you're asking too much or you're demanding too much. You're not. You're not, okay? And I feel it strongly around romance, but this could also be a friend in your life, a family member in your life, or even like a boss where you've been very unhappy, you've been promised different things, and it's just not happening for you. Like they always have an excuse as to why. And for those of you where right now it just feels like a very confusing time and you're tired, you're worn out, Empress with Ace of Pentacles, something is manifesting, something solid with this Princess of Sacred Circles. Okay, there could be an offer, an opportunity, something really solid that's going to be extended to you. And remember, there's some positive news coming in for those of you where it's more of a message like that, where you're just really confused right now. You don't know what the next step is. You're feeling confused, sad, kind of upside down about things. Something good is coming in. Something is being offered to you. All right, Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, Queen of Pentacles. I don't know why I wanted to say Wands. Queen of Pentacles. The Hierophant. Ooh, you got the Empress again. So the Empress times 2. The Empress is all about abundance and comfort and healing and stability. But also the Empress is very, very wise. The Two of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles. Excellent. So yes, something is manifesting here. You got the Ace of Pentacles twice, and you've got the Empress twice. Ace of Pentacles is money coming in, offer, opportunity, something finally materializing for you. And the Empress is nice, abundant energy. So for those of you that are confused and in the struggle, something's going to give very, very soon in a positive way for you. And the Queen of Pentacles, that's being very solid and confident in yourself as well. And, you know, when it comes to these situations where somebody's like trying to deflect and not be honest, or somebody's really trying to talk you out of what it is that you want to do, the Hierophant coming in is just another message of you've got to do what's best for you. And you're going to get a lot of signs and synchronicities to confirm that, to trust yourself and do what you think is best, regardless of what other people have to say, because you could be kind of back and forth in your energy because you don't want to ruffle feathers, you don't want to upset anybody. But if you don't take a chance or you don't follow your heart and what you feel is best for you, you're going to regret it later down the road. Okay, so listen to your intuition. It's guiding you perfectly around matters for yourself as well as around other people where things are just out of balance. They seem a bit sketchy. You feel like they're gaslighting you or being dishonest with you. Your intuition is 100% on point. And again, something wonderful is about to manifest for you. Your ancestor wants you to know that as well. So let's pull some more tarot. All right, you've got the Knight of Pentacles now. See, whatever you're trying to do here, it's very solid. You can trust yourself. And Ace of Wands, yeah, you need to take action right now. Whether that's calling somebody out, telling them what you really think, or taking action in the direction of something that you want to do and achieve. The time is now, and it's blessed, okay? Regardless of how this reading resonates with you, you are blessed right now. Eight of Pentacles. The Death card, transformation. You're coming out of this limbo. Okay, it's the end of limbo for you. And yeah, see, Six of Wands, your victory. So you're in the struggle right now. You're coming into a victory and success. And that's just further affirmed by your two Aces of Pentacles and your two Empresses. Doing something that you want to do, but others may not be totally on board with it. You're taking yourself into victory and success. And again, speaking your truth or finally calling somebody out it's leading to your victory and success, with this reading ending with the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Don't put up with anybody's crap anymore, okay? And any confusion that you've been personally struggling with, the answer is going to become very, very clear, or the struggle, the solution is going to present itself quite soon. And in the workplace, some of you, this absolutely could apply there, where your boss just kind of keeps giving you the runaround. It's time to put your foot down and perhaps start seeking new employment elsewhere, because I'm not sure that whatever they have said to you or have promised to you, that they're going to follow through with that. Okay, so you know what's best right now, with Six of Wands and Ace of Pentacles being your outcome. Okay, and again, being in the struggle, there's a solution coming in. Do not even worry about it. You are protected by the spiritual realm, with this Hierophant coming out and your ancestor coming in to talk to you guys about different things, right? Each one of you will resonate with this reading in a different way, but apply it how it truly fits to you at this time. And for every single one of you, really, really listen to your intuition. And if you're feeling something, but you can't quite put your finger on it, just acknowledge, okay, I feel like this energy is off, it's out of balance somewhere, somehow, some way, and then just let it go. Don't try to analyze it. And the acknowledgement of it is going to bring the truth to you. All right, somehow, some way, the truth is going to reveal itself to you, because you're acknowledging that the energy is there and exists. But if you can't quite figure it out or see it, analyzing it is just going to push the truth away. So just acknowledge, okay, I feel like something ain't right here. And the truth will reveal itself. But good, positive outcome for you, no matter how you resonate with this message. All right, and this is the artwork for your card. And it says, all is possible when your heartfelt vision is in alignment with your values. Believe in your dream, love it, breathe it, and let it fill your thoughts. But you must take action also. Work towards it a little each day until it becomes your primary action. Dreams are first envisioned, but then they must be built. You will succeed if you work at it. So, yeah, those of you that want to make a change in your life or pursue something here or take an action, and there's others that are just not on board with it or not super excited about your choices, it's not their life to live. This is your life to live, and you have to do what feels best for you. And you've also got to stand up for yourself and assert yourself with those who aren't being exactly honest and are trying to play on your emotions, okay? But all in all, for this fourth reading from this ancestor, I do feel that you have a very, very positive outcome coming in, no matter how this resonates for you. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.